All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we'll take a few moments and have our panelists introduce themselves. And I want to start with Will from enviroBLOQ, since we didn't get a chance to meet you on stage. So please introduce yourself personally and tell us a bit about enviroBLOQ.
How's it going, everyone? Will McCann, co-founder and CEO of enviroBLOQ. Born and raised in Leander, just about 20 minutes north of here. So welcome to my hometown, everyone. But we were building enviroBLOQ to help homeowners monitor and maintain their homes, identifying problem areas like mold-conducive environments, roof and plumbing leaks, but also identify areas of waste and inefficiency, like with your HVAC system, attic ventilation, outdoor air infiltration, things like that. So,
Just also, can you share kind of your definition of deep in, or why you consider yourself to be a deep in project?
Yeah, for sure. So deep in and with us, it's self-custody is kind of what our mindset. And with us, it's data, self-custody of your data and data ownership. So we want to really harp on this paradigm shift of rewarding users for their data. And that comes twofold. Both, homeowners aren't typically the crypto users, and crypto users aren't typically the homeowners. It's two different diverse markets there.
Unemployed.
Yeah, right. So it's been interesting, just kind of the educational component, both with homeowners on the crypto space, but also preparing this next generation too for their own data and taking control over that.
Our way down.
Yeah, so the barrier entry is definitely a big one. For us, like I said a minute ago, we're kind of selling to two different markets. We're selling to people that want to mine tokens and kind of earn a passive income like that, but also to homeowners, and to monitor their home. And anybody that's ever tried to go to sell their home and found out they have mold in their house, it's the last thing you want to hear whenever you're trying to close a deal. So it's very expensive to remediate mold, very expensive to even test for mold. So like one area or use case for us is monitoring to prevent mold in the first place. So the price of a $200 device is very justified compared to remediating mold in that case. But also to the other market, our ROI is about 12 to 14 months, depending on token price. So it's very much in line with other deep-in projects as far as earning a passive income and turning it into an income after you pay off your device. So and then to Weiru's point, as much plug and play as possible, especially to the homeowners that aren't crypto based. You want them to jump through as few hoops as possible to be able to get on the network. So we try to minimize the hurdles to onboard. And shout out to IoTeX with MachineFi portal and WebStream and everything. Y'all have done an awesome job of taking the technical burden off of startups like us. To be able to do just that is remove a lot of these hurdles that people need to jump through to onboard in the first place.
So every founder on the stage here is preparing for a token issuance before the end of the year. So this begs the question, how are you thinking about your tokenomics design to tie the value of the token to the utility of the resource that you're building a network around, which is, in my opinion, the killer use case of DeepIn, is actually driving real-world value into a token economy that can then be distributed and decentralized to a large holder base. So let's start back with Will. Share any insights you have.
Yeah, so right now we reward in the IoTeX token for anyone providing data, but we will be launching the eBLOQ token here at the end of the summer or Q3. And obviously, to help scale the network, we're rewarding you for your data. But to go beyond that, you can earn dynamically based on how much you want to provide to us. We would love to start collecting utility bills to tie to your house too, if you want to share that much and go that far with it. Some people don't, that's fine. You can just earn the base token, right? But eventually the token could then be used for platform incentives, more data analytics from our side, and then eventually to be able to do licensing for third-party devices like Aware Elements and some of these other devices that were on Planet Watch and stuff before. And then eventually be able to market that data on a large scale and broker that data using our token. So all that kind of feeding into that ecosystem as we scale.
And the final question, we only have a couple minutes left, so we'll keep this short. So every project you see on the stage here today is launching a native asset on the IoTeX chain. And the choice of an ecosystem is a difficult choice in a multi-chain world, in a very competitive ecosystem world. So just take maybe 30 seconds or a minute to describe your relationship with IoTeX and then how that fits into your broader kind of ecosystem model.
Yeah, I might be unique because IoTeX is really the only ecosystem I'm familiar with in crypto. It was an engineering background and got into crypto at the end of 21, and with a touch field mindset and engineering kind of mindset, the Helium and the IoTeX were the two projects that stuck out to me the most. Something you could touch and feel. You could buy a Pebble tracker, you could buy a UCam, So for us, it kind of happened very organically. We bought the Pebble. We didn't know what it did. Didn't even know what crypto or blockchain was. But we knew it was cool. It was collecting data. And then y'all had announced that y'all were doing a Halo grant a couple years ago. So you're like, hey, we have this cheap, fast blockchain. We have this proof of concept Pebble device. Y'all go pitch your idea to us for a way to incorporate it. And then with our background in roofing and homeownership and attic ventilation, just kind of awareness, that was kind of a light bulb moment of no one's collecting data from attics. But in roofing, HVAC, homeownership, it's a very important space. And then from there, we kind of just went to the whole house monitoring. But IoTeX was obviously a no-brainer with the Halo grant and everything there. But y'all, like I said a minute ago, are really trying to take the tech burden off of startups like us. So everything from the device to use. We're a validator for the blockchain. I highly recommend any project, if you can, be a validator for your parent blockchain. One of the best moves we ever made. But all these things kind of go into this incredible ecosystem that y'all have built with the wallet, with MachineFi Portal, with WebStream. I don't even think people are aware that all those things are IoTeX. A lot of times. So the tech stack that y'all have built have really made it just so easy for us to build, but also for users to onboard, and that's very important.